Yosuke Hanamura is one of the first characters you meet in Persona 4. Your first impressions of him is being a klutz and then proceeding to get his balls kicked in by a girl. Yosuke is often one of the main sources for comic relief throughout the story, often being the butt of the jokes. But there is a greater and deeper side to Yosuke's character, a side that is often overlooked, yet uncovering it may provide levels of relatability and emotions, which is exactly what happened to me. Persona 4 Golden is probably my favorite game of all time. To be honest, I really never paid much attention to Yosuke and his character arc. It was a nice, comforting bromance with the main character, and that's all I saw it as. However, it wasn't until I finished the game and really examined Yosuke's character that I realized me and him are practically the same person. Many of Yosuke's problems are dilemmas that I'm currently going through. This is a video essay on Yosuke Hanamura and how he taught me more about myself. One of the biggest themes in Persona 4 is the idea of facing yourself. Throughout the story of Persona 4, you enter another world, where there are forms of yourselves known as shadows, and these shadows are parts of you that you refuse to accept. An ugly side of yourself. In order for the main cast to gain their personas, they must face themselves, and come to grips with the reality that these shadows are indeed a part of themselves. Yosuke is the first character we see accept the shadow. The shadow that Yosuke has to accept deals with facing the truth about the murder of his crush Saki-senpai, and themes of boredom, loneliness, and being special. As soon as Saki was murdered, Yosuke was enthusiastic about finding and solving the murder cases. But in reality, Yosuke was hiding the fact that he fell into a deep dark depression after finding out that Saki was murdered. He followed the main protagonist into the other world in hopes of bringing justice to someone he loved, but there were hidden motives behind that.
You made everyone believe that you came here looking for Saki. What a fat load of crap. Truth is, you only came because you were looking for some fun, weren't you? What else is there for you to do in this backwoods shithole town?
You're wrong. That isn't true at all.
You were thinking there was a chance you might get lucky and become a hero. The death of your beloved Saki was just the excuse you needed to make the trip.
Yosuke moves from a big city to the small town of Inaba, where the game takes place, a location where Yosuke faces the constant boredom and drag of a small town. He saw this opportunity of murder cases as a way to escape from this boring town, to be a hero, which brings me to my next point. Yosuke was obsessed with the idea of becoming a hero, someone cool that all his peers could look up to. He wanted to be the man, the main protagonist. He wanted to be acknowledged, to be seen, especially by all his friends. And he often placed himself in positions where he can help others, and others can rely on him. But he was often helping others, when in reality, he should have been helping himself first. A sentiment that I know all too much about. This feeling of wanting to be special to someone is directly related to his feelings of loneliness, as if someone was always relying on you, then you can't be alone. That if you're a hero to everyone, everyone will be clinging onto you, and hopes you'll protect everyone. It's quite ironic, actually. Selfless aspirations wrapped up within selfish desires. It's living through the story of Persona 4 and connecting and bonding with the characters that he finally began to open up to his selfish desires, and really accepted himself.
I always wanted to be special. I thought my life would finally have meaning if I was special to someone. That's why I was really excited when I got my persona. But I really didn't need it. It's not what you have or what you can do. Just being born, living your life. Before you know it, you're already special to someone. Yeah, like you. You're special to me, you know?
You know, I can sympathize with Yosuke's character on so many emotional levels. The desire to be a hero, fight against loneliness and boredom, and the attempts to escape and run from depression. They're all themes I face myself. I too wanted to be a hero. I wanted to be respected by my peers and looked up to as someone cool, someone reliable, and for the longest time I've been hesitant to reach out to my friends for help and open up about myself, about who I really am. Because if the person who was supposed to be your hero asked for help, how uncool would that look? But I think now I'm finally opening my eyes up to reality. That everyone is human. That we all need help. That I can't help others without helping myself first. Loneliness is my biggest fear. The thought of being all alone terrifies me. That's why I've built this facade. A facade of a strong man who can help everyone. So everyone can come to me for help. So, in turn, I'll never be lonely. But, in reality, I've never been lonely. Because I've always had my friends around me to reach out. Whenever I need help, I could always just go to them. A lesson me and Yosuke learned by forging bonds and friendships. Boredom is also something that I dread. I hate having nothing to do, and living through the grind that is reality is just as twisted as it is. I wanted to help others, to cure my boredom, so I can keep myself busy. Just like Yosuke, my selfless ideals wrapped in selfish desires, and I've also faced something as tragic as Yosuke's depression. I'm currently going through it right now while writing the script for this video. I wanted to escape from it. I wanted to keep my mind busy, when in reality, I think I understand that I need to run towards it, not run away from it. Today's pain is tomorrow's lesson. I finally accept a terrible side of myself. I accept my shadow that is blinded by my emotional impulsiveness, that has caused me to hurt the people I love, that has made me refuse to accept who I am, and for me to truly love myself. I accept this ugly side of myself, just like Yosuke, and now I have to take this accepted side of myself and become a better person than who I was yesterday. I promise to become a better person for my friends, for my loved ones, and for the loved ones I've hurt, and most importantly for myself.
You're not me.
That thing came from you, Yosuke. You have to admit it, or it'll go berserk again.
Myself. Damn it. Hurts to face yourself. I knew it wasn't lying. I was so ashamed that I didn't want to admit it. You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.